We stand. Joe, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Clerk, call the roll.
Donnet?
Here.
Tomoyo?
Here.
West?
Here.
Tracy? Anderson?
Here. For the benefit of those watching on TV, we will take a few minutes and check over the bills for September. We don't have the accounts because Loyola's got mono.
That was my 9-year-old niece. How does that happen?
It's Layla's third time.
Yeah, she's so nice anyway.
I've had it once and that was enough. I can't imagine 3 times.
I didn't get a chance to put it on the desk.
I'm gonna drop these your way, okay?
Over that, I don't
That's a
think
neat
there's
pen, Walt.
controversy.
It doesn't have any ink.
It's weird.
You can have it.
Buddies.
I'll bring it up at the end.
Looks shiny. Yeah, that one there.
I like those. I like these vanilla pens. Just in case you
What
want
did you
to.
get for $150,000 credit? Get your mouse back.
Yeah, finally. I had to, power down and power back up, and then everything was there. But it's glitched on me a couple times. Luckily, the arrow key works, so I can at least move up and down the lines.
Isn't there a way to do that on the keyboard if the arrow key doesn't work?
I don't know yeah, but I mean,
I thought you were the computer guru.
not with, this is a machine I've never used before, so I'm still trying to figure it out.
Still DOS.
Machine.
Still DOS.
Oh, nice. That's the folder for that.
Way underneath, yeah, there's just a little bitty thing still with that. The other township tomorrow where I have high-speed internet, and I'm going to try clean reinstall of the OS and see if that clears up these problems. But doing it at home when all you have is DSL, it'd be good within the next 3 days.
Oh, so you can go right online and move it.
Oh, yeah.
Remove it.
Yeah.
Partition?
Yeah, well, there's a way of booting up into a recovery partition.
And do it online.
Yeah.
All set? Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll entertain a motion for approval of minutes from September.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
I'll second it.
Okay.
I wasn't here, but I'll do it.
Oh, you can read it.
Bertamio,
Aye.
Donnet,
Aye.
West,
Aye.
Anderson.
Yes. And because we do not have any accounts tonight, but I will,
Didn't have what they just approved?
yeah, that's the bills. I'll entertain a motion to approve the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Vertalmia.
Aye.
Donnet.
Aye.
West.
Yes.
Addison.
Yes. Tammy didn't say anything about any report right now, so nothing from her. Chris, do you have anything?
Well, not much, but summer's over. Had a good summer. Got a lot done, more than we even thought about. So next week will be the last week of brush pickup. Please have it out Monday. Because right after that, we start in with leaves. We'll probably take a test run next week for the few piles that are out. Make sure the machine, everything's working, and then full steam on the following week. So if you have leaves, go ahead and put them out.
Does your leaf machine pick up walnuts?
Probably.
Not like a bucket full.
They make a lot of noise.
As long as you don't rake them in a pile.
Do you want them to shuck them too?
No, they're shocked.
Squirrels already do that.
Generally not. They're too round. But if we get close enough, yeah, it'll pick them up.
City's got the same machine as you, I take it.
Yeah, we like to think we're a little, same principle.
Okay, thank you. Tentative tax levies are on the table. And seeing that we have 30 days between now and the meeting in November, I hope we will pass them next month.
Are they pretty much the same?
Mine are up 40,000, 20,000 for mental health, which is about what we normally raise it. And I also put in an extra 20,000 for contractual services because we had a couple of extra sprayings from Clark, 3 extra sprayings from Clark this year. And I'd rather have that on the budget next year than have to transfer like we're gonna do tonight.
How much is one spraying?
3,700.
Any West Nile virus found in our area?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Was there?
there was one.
In Batavia?
I think so.
Okay. I don't remember offhand. I've got the report on the computer from Clark, but nobody ever wants to read
Yeah,
it.
it might not have been taken.
I don't think there was one in Batavia.
There was one in DuPage County.
I didn't see them spraying, but a couple of my neighbors said they saw them. So,
Okay.
It's good.
yeah.
It verifies that they're spraying.
The General Assistance Fund, is that zero? Is that a typo? For administration?
Yeah, for administration, yes. 0.
It should be zero?
Yes.
My levy's the same as last year.
Well, thank you. I was going to ask. I know where you were down.
So did your rate go down then?
My rate will go down.
Well,
However, next year we'll probably ask for a little bit more, which will bring the rate probably back up to where last year's rate was. So, I'd like to try to capture the new construction every other year and keep that rate as low as I can to get our work done.
and basically, that's all I did was capture new construction. I didn't raise the rate. Okay, the township annual dinner. Did you put those here?
I put the sheets online.
Okay, I don't, if you guys want to sign up, that's fine. Your wives are welcome to go.
That's the 24th?
What is the date?
24th?
Yeah.
You can just
I'll be
pay.
going.
We usually all go, so.
Yeah. It's a good dinner,
Yeah.
good meeting.
If your wife goes, do you put her on a separate line or just put her 2 by your own?
Yeah, just put spouse on a separate line.
What next?
I'll get it. We had a resignation from the 708 board. Mike Lowry resigned. And I would like to appoint Nancy Hubbard to take Mike's place. If there's a motion to accept that, I will.
I move to appoint Nancy Hubbard to take Mike Lowry's place on the 708 board.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Bertelmio.
Aye.
Donnet.
Aye.
West.
Aye.
Anderson.
All right. Fund transfer, we don't have the sheets, but I'm going to transfer $5,000 from miscellaneous to Clark Mosquito. Okay, does anybody from the public? Howard?
708 board met this past Thursday. For Batavia for the first 2 months, no, I take that back, for the last fiscal period, the last 3 months, there were 2,124 Batavia residents receiving 51,702 units of service. They are now breaking out the units of service into more discrete pieces. We know now whether or not it's a quarter hour, hour, half hour, which is not something we had before. We only had unit of service, so it's a little easier way for us to be able to track what's going on. All but 2 townships have gotten in their assessment amounts. He thanked Batavia Township for being prompt in getting the funds to us. Right at the moment, for all residents in the 7 townships, for the 20-some agencies, we have, and this includes funding that will be used for building maintenance, rents, this sort of thing. $3,142,122.33 as of the beginning of the fiscal year. The next meeting of the, this hasn't been sent out as approved yet, but there will be an annual report. It will be available also online at the inkboard.org website. So, and if anybody wants to take a look at this tonight, this is a preview copy, shall we say? So it's available if anybody wants to take a look at it.
There's another one behind Walt over there.
Oh, they did drop off the new ones? Okay. The next regularly scheduled meeting for the Batavia 708 board will be Thursday, January 31st, 2019.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Sure.
Yes.
I was also at that meeting for the first time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Ms. Hubbard was there as well. So we got to meet her and meet the rest of the board. So should be interesting. The other thing I want to bring up is we will not meet before the next election. So folks, study up if you can. Look into some of the referendum and the candidates so you can go in with some knowledge on what you're voting for. There's a lot of signs around town that say yes, no, yes, no. It's kind of confusing, so check it out. That's all I have. Thank you.
I'll piggyback on that as well. Just make sure you're actually registered to vote. I moved recently, so they kind of messed that up. I had to contact the county about 3 times to make sure it was all taken care of. So if you don't know if you're registered to vote, make sure you are registered.
Right. Yeah, I know some of those signs are kind of confusing, and you can go online to find out what home rule is if you're interested, if you don't know what home rule is, and I can't campaign for one way or another, so, but it's good to know actually what home rule does. Okay.
I have something else as well. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Are we going to be at the annual meeting before the next meeting, the same day again?
The annual,
Yeah. in
The
Springfield?
convention.
TOI.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
we'll come back
Come
that,
home Tuesday and have a
come
meeting.
home
that
Tuesday
night.
and have the meeting on Tuesday night,
Okay.
rather than try and
All right,
change everything.
all right.
Because I don't think anybody stays much past noon, so, or whatever, if they attend their division meetings, it's still, there's plenty of time.
All right, thank you.
I do have a memorandum here, and I'm just gonna read the memorandum. Enclosed, please find an informational sheet about Public Act 100-0983, which goes into effect on January 1st. The law requires the township clerk to attest to the signature of the supervisor on all checks written. This law is very straightforward, and the informational sheet has been prepared to help answer any questions you might have. We hope you find this useful. It says if you have any questions, feel free to contact TOI. Basically, it's another, yeah, I'm gonna call on you, Van. It's another case of transparency. And I'll pass these, you can just take one of these. Okay, Van.
Jim, my suggestion might be, for economy purposes, to order 2 rubber stamps. One with a blank line underneath it called Attest: Batavia Township Clerk. And the second would be for Howard to sign his signature and have a stamp made of his signature. That means that you could, on each check that is written, have the one stamp with the blank, and as long as Howard is the clerk, then he could stamp that as well. If, as and when there would be a change of clerk in the future, you could still use the first stamp, and another handwritten from his signature stamp could be obtained for any future subsequent clerk.
Thank you. Do you see any problem with the legislation? I mean, it's passed.
Well, do I see any problems with it? Whether I did or didn't would be kind of irrelevant since it appears to be the law.
I think it could be somewhat inconvenient, but there are townships now that already require 2 signatures, that this will require now a 3rd. It depends on the bank.
Well,
This in effect requires 2 signatures, right?
Right. This is-
Be a good time to change banks. We gotta get new checks.
No, we won't have to get the check.
Oh, you gotta stamp the second line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Van kind of...
whoever the township does banking with, I think it probably should be run by with one of the head kahunas there. And rather than have Howard or any future clerk be a specific signator required, it would seem to make sense to me to simply clarify and get it in writing that any and all future checks that are endorsed would be signed by the supervisor and either and stamped and as attested by the township clerk, whoever that is or will be in the future. And if the bank won't do that, then we need to know that.
Okay, I don't see any problem, simply because it's our choice to add the second signature. If they require a second signature, that's a different situation, I think.
I don't think the bank should, and it's not necessary for them to add a second signature, at least from what I'm reading.
Okay.
But if they were to require it, then we have to probably deal with that moving forward.
Sure. Is there another one? Give me that one right there. Was there an illustration on here?
There's a couple illustrations, and they say stamps can be used.
Okay, yeah, that's right, it was.
I'm trying to keep it simple and making it easy moving now and forward. as long as the bank doesn't have a problem with that.
Very good. Any other questions on that? If not, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. The next board meeting will be November 13th.
So move.
Second.
Donna?
Aye.
Bertalmeo?
Aye.
West?
Aye.
Anderson?
Aye.
7:21.
Okay. Thank you.